Okay guys, I'm back with my next experiment. This is gonna be a marathon weekend because I'm feeling pretty much in the mood to doing a lot of painting and to just throw it all out there in YouTube. And for the people that are thinking, why is she posting so many videos? Well, there's a button on there and you can just shut it down if you like. So, the next experiment, this one is going to be with the plastic. There was someone that said, I'd like to see where they do it with the palette knife up and down. And I wasn't really understanding that right, I guess, because I thought they meant with the plastic. But I think I'm going to be doing both. So let's try it. What I've done is I have 5 colors of paint. I have the purple, the Van Dyke with a little red and yellow. I have the white titanium, and I have a green, and I have a yellow. And I chose these colors because they show up nicely on the paper. I didn't really exactly choose them because they look so good together. It's more for the purpose of showing you what it does. In there is the silicone again, like I always use, just a spray silicone. And I will be pouring lines of paint. And then I have this plastic, a sheet of plastic. I'll press it on top and then move the paint just a little bit and pull the plastic off. And then you will see what happens. I do have the palette knife, so I'll be doing the other one straight after this one, because I am going to be putting up a lot of videos this weekend. But if I can avoid it and if I can put 2 experiments into one, I will be doing that. So here we go. And I've been reading comments in between the videos and answering them, because if I do that many videos, I'll get like 6 million questions. So I'm trying to keep up, people, but please, please, please be kind if I can't really answer within like an hour or something, because I am making these videos in between. And of course you have to reckon that we are on totally different time zones. So right now I've been up like a long time. It's 2 in the afternoon. So usually by the time most people watch my videos, I'm sound asleep. So the first thing I do in the morning is answer all the questions. And I'm sorry if I didn't get you, if I missed you or something like that, because I don't like it when I miss someone's question. I just got one. If you are the Hebrew speaking person that just asked me to explain the whole technique in Hebrew, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I don't speak Hebrew. I speak English. Well, I try to. But you can write in German. That's no problem at all. I can read German. I just can't write it back, so I'll write back in English. But I can read German, and that's it. So it's Dutch, English, or German. More languages, I'm sorry, but I just can't do it. Here we go. And you had such a fun, you guys had such fun with me being hit on by all these guys on Facebook. That made me laugh too. I really, really laughed. You know how it goes on Facebook? I'll tell you how it goes. There's like some guy, and usually, I don't want to stereotype, but usually they are dark colored. And then it goes like this. Hello, my dear and beautiful lady. So that's in that messenger thing. Then when they start like that, my antennas go up, because I'm thinking, okay, how do you know I'm beautiful? How do you know I'm a lady, So then I say, hello, and then they answer back, could you give me a hand? And I'm thinking, could you give me a hand? And then it dawns on me, and I just reply, how much money do you want? And he replied, oh, I only need $150. I said, okay, I'll send it to you. Give me your bank number, and I'll send it right over. And then it goes totally quiet for like a minute or two, because I think that's not what the reaction that they usually get. So then they come back and say, I don't have a bank number, but I do have Western Union, and you can give me your money on Western Union. So I say, okay, give me your Western Union stuff, and I'll go get my money. And they do. They put the whole address and the Western Union and their everything that I need to give the money. Then I say, okay, the money will be there in like 15 minutes. So thank you, have a nice day. And they're all happy and say, thank you, have a nice day too. And then I'm thinking, you know, total jerk-offs, scammers. And I bet, you know, there are a lot of those that get to these really old women or women that are lonely, and they just do that. I don't know, I don't like it. So that's how it goes. But they won't be getting any of my money. That's for sure. Okay, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I have a piece of Yupo, and I'm just putting like little strips of paint on it, just like that. And you can do this in all kinds of ways. You can even do it like, you know, out of the cup, just like this. Zip, zip. That's it. Then another color. And you can do as many colors as you want. That's it. That's enough to show you the effect of what I'm doing. So this is Yupo paper underneath, then just pour little bits of paint. You do have to do it in lines, because what I'm going to do is push the paint over each other. So then you get your plastic thing. And what I used is, do you know those things where you can, which you can put in these maps? Yeah, so I cut that apart. Then I put it down on the paint. And you see nothing happening right now, but I'm just really lightly pressing down the paint and pushing it up just a little bit. Not too much. And the good thing about this plastic is that you can see right through it, and you can absolutely see where you're applying the pressure and where not. See that? And I'm doing this very, very lightly. And I even like this. It's starting to flower. It's pretty. And then down. You want the green and the yellow going in the purple. So if you were to do this on a canvas, it would be the same. I'm just doing it on Yupo because I want to save some canvases. Then when it's pressed the way you like, you take the plastic and just pull it back like that. And then you can torch it if you want to. I'll show you even before I torched it what it looks like. I hope it's in focus because I can't see. I'm standing on my tippy toes. Can you see all the little cells? That's pretty. And then you can torch it. So there are a lot of people that think that this thing is some sort of a spray. It's not a spray, people, it's a torch. There's a flame coming out, and because I heat the paint and there's silicone in it, it forms the cells. So put it up again. Let's see if you can see up close. I really hope it's in focus. So that's a sort of a plastic technique. And everyone can do this, and you could really go wild with this, you know. The thing is that you have total control over the colors, how you lay your colors on the canvas. And I'm using the same thickness of paint that I always use in the pours. So that's nice. And then the double wowie of this type of technique is that this plastic sheet, because this is the plastic sheet that I pulled off, this is going to be drying up, and then you get like a really nice skin. You can peel the paint off the plastic, but not all plastic. So you'll have to experiment a little first, because not all plastic will let you pull the paint off. I have another one which is a little not as see-through as this, and the paint just sticks on that plastic. I don't know how that works, and I don't even want to get into it because I'm not a scientist and I don't care. This one works. So when this dries, you'll just be able to peel it off, and then if you have another canvas and you were to paint that canvas with just like, say, white paint, you can lay the skin on it and you just have an instant painting. It's so pretty. And this has very, very fine details. And I don't know if you can see, but the edges are beautiful. And then these holes that come in there are like these holes. So what's underneath will shine through. And here you see all kinds of cells and the colors going swoosh into each other. This is really pretty. And if you want to, you could even do other things with these skins. If you were to have a vase or something, you could stick this skin up against the vase and then coat it with a lacquer so that it's waterproof. I'm thinking about little wooden boxes that you can put the skin on. You can make jewelry out of it. The possibilities are endless. You could do so many things with skins. So I guess this is a 3 experiment in 1, because someone asked me to show them how to do skins. So this is the way. Of course you can just pour paint on the plastic. That is the easiest, but then you'll have a skin that just looks like paint running into each other. But this way you get the really, really cool effects of the acrylic pouring too. So I'll put this one aside, and tomorrow, because I'm doing this whole weekend, massive marathon weekend of videoing, tomorrow I'll show you how I peel it off the plastic, and I might even get a canvas with white paint and show you how to apply it. Not sure yet. So this is it. This is the plastic, I don't know how you call it, but if only you could see what's going on here in the middle. It's beautiful. It's so different from just normal pouring. It is really different. But I really like it. I don't do this enough. I should be doing this more. Okie dokie. Next one I'll be doing on a smaller piece of Yupo. This is the A5 size, because I don't have that much. I hadn't had some paint, but you can see what I'm going to do. So the person asked me to do a swipe up and down, and to tell you the truth, I've never done it before, but let's do it. So just like the one before, I try to keep my head out of the way, because I just saw in another video that my head was in the picture a couple of times, and I do have a big head. So that's the paint, and there's some white, and I want some white on the opposite side, and I think I'll use exactly the same colors. That way you can really see the difference. So a little bit of green, not too much. Then some yellow. And a itty bitty brown, if I have enough, because that's almost done. Now let's just put some here and there, not all over. There and here. Okay. Then some more white, but this time I should be using a little bit more because this is going to be used to sweep. So, and this is where you do the up and down swipe. And the thing is that you really need something like this, because you could use a big kitchen knife, but you'll be, when you hold it, you don't have the room. See the room that I have, because this is up here. You have room to really get close to the paper, and if you use a normal knife you won't have that room. You could do it if you pull it to the edge of the table so that your knuckles are off the table and just the blade is touching it. You could do it like that. But these things are not that expensive, and they really make sense if you use them to do the sides of your canvas. I would really invest in a couple of tools if you're going to be doing this more than like 10-20 times. Okay, so what we're going to do is a sweep up and a sweep down, and that's it. Then you don't touch it anymore, I hope. So here we go. Oops. Ooh, I want to stop right now. Sorry. But this is exciting for me too, because I've never done this before. Look at that. I'm sorry, I have to stop. I'm not going to swipe the other way. Wow, that is pretty. I've never done that. Look at that. I'm going to give you close-ups in a minute because that is stunning. I think I can swipe back a little there. Oh, that is so pretty. Yeah, that's real pretty. Now I have to talk about it a little bit more because you're going to have questions about this one. Okay, see there? Can you see how pretty all those cells popped up? So what's really happening? When you mix your paint and you have everything in there, the silicone, all the stuff, and you put it in little rows. Right now I'm going to be tilting it a little because I want to make those cells just a little bit bigger. What you're doing with the swiping is really moving that paint. You're moving it like fast, and that way the silicone sort of reacts with it, and when you torch it, that's what happens. So you really want that motion up and down. If I were to swipe it again right now, I would just make it totally muddy and nothing would happen. It would totally, maybe one more swipe would do, but after that it's done. I've done the swipe technique before, and it just all deteriorates and goes to mud. So whatever you do, put it on the paper like you have in your head that you think, okay, those colors I'm really looking for. You put them on there, and then mentally get yourself ready to do one big swipe. And you could do up and down. That, I think that would work. So up and down. But you have to really practice to do that in a really quick motion. If I were to do, I'll show you. If I were to do it like this, like so slow, you would see almost nothing would happen. But you have to do it quick, like that. And that's it. Even cells over here, that's pretty. Where's my torch? right in front of me. Let's torch this a little bit too. I like torching every piece of paint that I see. Okay, I'm gonna take you guys down because this is turning into a long one and I don't want to do really long videos. I'll just bore you all to death. I don't want to do that. Then I'll get all these comments of, please, Annemarie, stop the videos. Don't want to see your face again. And I just say, you never see my face. Okay, here we are. That is pretty, isn't it? Especially this part. I like this part. Let's see if I can get it in focus. Come on. Please play nice. There you go. That is pretty, isn't it? Down there, the bigger cells. And then up here, there you go. Yeah, I really like this. I might do something with this, I'm not sure. But there's one thing, if you put this on Yupo, you can forget peeling it off. That's not going to be happening. Because it's stuck on there like super glue. I've tried, really. With a razor blade, I've tried with now everything I could find in the house. You are not getting that paint off that Yupo. So if you want to do the skin stuff, I think you could do the same effect on plastic, just normal see-through plastic, and then you'd have a chance of getting skins. So I think a skin out of this would look awesome too. Pretty sure. Ooh, what's that? What's with the light? Come on. He's acting really weird. I don't know what happened. Okay. I'm going to be signing off, thanking you all for watching, and see you in the next video in about an hour. See you.